What's up, my people? You're not tuned in to me TV. Now, we gonna bring you all the stories about the stories that we need to bring you stories about. You feel me? So, that's what we gonna do. Some stories might be good, some stories might be tragic, but hey man, that's how these stories go. I don't make it up. Yo, this me TV 1.0. You already know I'm back with another one. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub and show some love. And if you been here, man, like and share. If you care, drop down in the comments and show me some love. Let me know where you watching from. Let me know where you listening from. You feel what I'm saying? Today, we got a story coming out of Gainesville, Georgia. And before I get started with this story, I would just like to say, man, I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the likes, man. But this is what I want to say. Just because you're a victim, that doesn't mean you innocent. Yes, if the victim is the person who had the most wrongdoing, how could I say, inflicted on them. No, the perpetrator is never right. And no, I'm not condoning this at all. But you got to understand, your choices and actions lead to your demise a lot of the time. Sometimes very innocent people do get hurt. And sometimes people's own choices put them in situations to get hurt. With that being said, we going to Gainesville, Georgia. We got this young man, 28 years old, Jedricus Hart. And he had been incarcerated for about 8 years up until this point, up until this year, 8 or 9 years. And this is Ariana Grace, who had just started working at the jailhouse, the penitentiary, inside of the kitchen. Now, just to give y'all a little insight, I have been to the penitentiary before, and you see this go on a whole lot, especially with the new girls, especially with the new females. If you don't have no experience at this job and you don't know what to expect, that be the fresh ones. That be the best ones in the sayings of the people who's in the penitentiary. So with that being said, she had only been working now for a few months. Now she has a kid. Now, I don't know if she's in a relationship or not. I don't know if she's in an outside relationship or whatever. But the situation is she put herself in a bad situation for a guy whose release date was until 2043. 2043. So he didn't really have nothing to lose. If you look at how many years that is from here, from this date right now, that's over 16 years. That's like almost 20 years to be exact, 19. So even if he hadn't done this, he had 19 more years to go, because I think he was in there for a serious case, either attempting to unalive somebody or he actually unalived somebody. And he got a whole bunch of time. But you have to be aware of this when you walking around all willy-nilly. Now, you see this a lot. You see a lot of women with husbands at home, boyfriends at home, or whatever at home. They come to jail and they fall for one of these guys. You feel me? And just to let you know how a man's jail is, every day she's going to see a man's dick. Every day she's going to see a man's dick, because men are up in there doing the most pervertive shit in the world, especially around a female. You gotta remember, some of these guys like guys, and some of these guys is gonna do the most perverted stuff because they're in there for perverted charges. And here it is, you got this guy, Jedricus Hart. He was what you would say one of those penitentiary fly guys. Had a lot of money on his books. He was dressing, I'm guessing he was in the federal penitentiary from the way he was dressing. Had Nike clothing, Nike wear, stuff like that. So he was still, how could I say, he had a worldly appeal to him even behind those bars. And even the smartest women, even the toughest women, even whatever kind of women you want to say, fall for guys like this in a jailhouse every single day. That's why in my personal opinion, I wouldn't date or take a woman seriously that works inside of a jailhouse, because you see this far too often. Who's going to tell you, or how are you going to know that she has any type of dealings with a man that's in jail? You can't call this man can't really call her, and everything done in secretive. So this is why me personally and preferably, I wouldn't deal with no woman that's working inside of there. But with that being said, to get back to Mr. J. Dreekes, he just, once he committed this act, he also took his own life. And that's how you can say this definitely is a cowardly act. It's definitely a cowardly act, but this is what you get from most so-called quote-unquote street guys that's out there. Can't control their feelings, up into their emotions. And look, man, you already got the time that you got. And once she found out that he had the time that he had, she should have never had no type of real serious dealings with this guy at all. When you got 20 more years on top of the 9 years, almost 10 years that you already served, because he had been in there since 2015. So you got about 9 years under your belt, and you got 20 more. By the time you get out, you're going to be 50 years old. So this is all the stuff that he got to think about on a daily basis. So if I write a suicide note and take my life and take her life, fuck it. But see, this is the biggest thing. He shot her with a gun. It'd have been different if it would have happened any kind of way. How do you get a gun inside of the jail? How do you get a gun inside of the jailhouse? This is a crazy situation. This goes to show you how crooked, how messed up, and how easily manipulated the penitentiary system is, how fraudulent it is, and people do the most snake things. This gun was reported to be inside of the penitentiary a year before this, but listen, these prisoners are smart. When they got nothing but time to sit up in there and think, they're going to find a way to hide this gun. And they hid the gun until it was time for this man to get it. He got it, and he did what he did with it. And of course, I don't condone that, because you should be able to be man enough to handle whatever decisions that it is that you made. Now here it is, you done took somebody's mother, you done took somebody's daughter, and you done took somebody's potentially girlfriend. And this is a crazy situation, man. But if you made it this far, man, drop down in the comments and show me some love. Hit that sub and show me some love. Like and share. You already know, man. This Me TV, there was an unfortunate situation, but I'm only here to tell a story. I'm going to give you my opinion, and I'm going to give it to you how I'm supposed to give it to you. I'm not a journalist. I'm not a reporter. I'm just here to spread light and make things aware to the public and to the people who might not be aware of it. But let me know what y'all feel in the comments. Drop down, and I'll be back with another one on Me TV 1.0. Yeah.